Welcome. Today we're going to do a variation of downward dog using a chair. So go ahead and stand up and get close to a chair, a sturdy chair without wheels. If that's not accessible to you, you can use a tabletop or a counter. But go ahead and stand up, and we'll take a moment to just get a bit warmed up. This is a deep stretch for the backs of the legs and the back and the arms. So we want to get everything loosened up before we get into the stretch, okay? So we'll start by marching in place. Get your legs moving. Get some circulation going into the legs and the hips. And this variation of downward dog is great to stretch out the low back, to relieve an achy back, and to also stretch through the backs of the legs and the hips, especially if you've been sitting for a long time. All right. And then come back to stand, and then lift the shoulders up and draw them back, rotating backwards. Inhale, lift, exhale, back and down. And then release. One more thing here before we get into downward dog. Step your feet a little bit wider than your hip width apart. Find a focal point to look at in front of you. Fix your gaze and then soften your knees. Shift your weight from side to side. Work your way into a gentle standing twist. Letting your arms swing. Keep the knees a bit soft. Doesn't take much to warm up. And then come back to the center. Now step towards your support and hold on to your support with both of your hands about your shoulder width apart. And then from here, walk back and hinge forward from the hips. Hinge and extend out through the arms as far as you can comfortably. You want to feel the stretch, but you don't want to be working in a way that's painful. So once you've extended through the arms, try to push your tailbone back to extend the low back. Once you have that extension, activate the abdomen. Hug your belly button a little bit towards your spine. Not to round the spine, but to support the back. Hold here, bend your knees slightly so you can extend your low back. And then we'll work with a bit of movement in the legs while maintaining the stretch. So from here, bend your right knee and extend the left knee a bit, and then switch. So you're pedaling or pulsing from one side to the other. Try to keep your feet flat, feeling that extra stretch through the backs of the legs. Breathe evenly. Keep your head neutral, head aligned between the arms. You're looking straight down at the floor. Try not to let your head hang. Keep moving gently. Try to allow the hips to shift. Allow there to be a little bit of release through the low back. We're not straightening the knees out all the way. We're not ever really locked out through any joints, okay? And then extend your knees, keep them a bit soft. And then to come out of this, you want to bend the knees a bit more and look up to where your hands are anchored. And then walk forward, okay, to come out. And then step away from your support. Shake things out, shake your arms out, shake your legs out. And we'll come back to marching in place. Just lift your knees up. And come back to stand and roll your shoulders back. Inhale, lift, exhale, down. Release and take a big stretch out to the side and up. Look up into the space between your hands, opening up through the front of the body after that forward bend. Reach, breathe. And then bring your gaze forward, reach your arms out to the side and down. And come to Tadasana alignment. So feet hip width apart, parallel, stand up nice and tall, soften your knees. And then take a moment here to connect to your body and connect to your breath. So you can close your eyes if that's accessible to you. Draw your awareness inward. Get a sense of how your body's feeling after that stretch, after the movement. And you can place your hands on your abdomen to connect to your breath. Relax the way you may be holding your abdomen. Find ease in your breath. Breathe in and out through your nose. And you can stay here observing your body settling, your breath flowing as long as you'd like. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes if you've closed them and relax. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this variation of downward dog, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.